Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie Crager, the Flip Flop Flipper, and today we're going to talk about why you should become a real estate investor, what it will do for you, what it will make of you. I'm going to give you 10 reasons. Also, don't forget to join us on the school community. Guys, we're passionate about getting people out of the rat race and getting you out of the matrix and helping real estate investing become easy. And here's a way that we can do that. On the school platform, we've created a place where you can come and network with us, you can come and learn with us, and ultimately, our heart's desire is that we will do real estate together. So whether you partner with us or partner with other people in the community, an easy step for you if you're watching this kind of content to becoming a real estate investor is join us on school. There's a link in the description here. It's a free community. It costs you nothing. Come on, guys. Come be part of the community. Number one, long-term wealth building. So everybody knows that real estate is the best way to create and hold wealth, and it's been that way forever and ever, guys. This isn't a new concept. Everybody knows this. All of your wealthy friends, your rich uncle, everybody who's got some money has some real estate. Whether they make their money in real estate or they hold their earnings, or once they've already made their millions, they hold it in real estate, it doesn't matter. But if you make enough money and you want to have wealth, if you want to have generational wealth, certainly, then you need to own real estate. So that's the number one reason why you want to invest in real estate, is because you're going to build wealth with it. And it's tried and proven, and it's just the very best way to do it. So, number two, income potential. Along the same lines, and guys, you're going to see that all of these 10, they stack up on each other, and I didn't need to put them in any special order. In fact, it doesn't matter which way you invest for or which one you're going to do. If you do this long enough, you're going to get them all. But it's really important to you guys out there and to me in here as a real estate investor that we make money with the real estate. Income potential from owning real estate, it's real. You can make it through doing flips. You can make it through doing rentals. You can make it through creating businesses that you put inside of the real estate, inside of the buildings that you own. And we're going to talk about all of that as we go through this. But number two is the potential to create income. Number three, appreciation. Appreciation is something, it's magical, guys. When you buy real estate and you hold on to it long enough, it will go up in value. So you buy it at a price down here, you hold on to it for 4 or 5 years, you really don't have to do much. Just maintain it, keep the grass cut, don't let the building get into deterioration, and basically it's going to go up and to the right. If you look at a chart on the real estate throughout the millennium, eventually real estate prices go up, and they go up quickly. So appreciation is your friend. It's one of the reasons that we love to invest in real estate. It's not one of the things that we factor into how we buy real estate, but appreciation is something that is key to your success. Number three, forced appreciation, and this stacks on appreciation. Appreciation is just holding something for a long period of time and it will go up in value. Forced appreciation is actually doing value add, figuring out what the highest and best use is, and then investing dollars into it and maybe putting a business into it or reimagining something. So you could buy a dilapidated house that a hoarder was living in and clear it all out and renovate it back up to the nicest house. So you buy the worst house in the neighborhood and you invest in it and you create the best house in the neighborhood. That's forced appreciation. Or you could buy a building that was an old convenience store and you reimagine it into a restaurant. That's the new highest and best. And you put the value add in, so you make the building look better and you bring it up to its highest and best. That's how you force appreciation. We're value add real estate investors. And this is probably the one thing that we do and that we teach on this channel more than anything else, is that there is a way for you guys to buy and reimagine real estate. So buy real estate at its current valuation and then reimagine it and invest into it to its highest and best use, and you force the appreciation and you make a ton of money in the middle, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And when you're a real estate investor, this is one of the 10 reasons that you want to be a real estate investor. Number four, tax benefits. The government, at least in the United States, and I think this is probably true all around the world, the government loves real estate investors. And as real estate investors, you get treated better when it comes to taxes than really any other category of the population. So better than the normal everyday 9-to-5er, for sure. better than someone who's got a small LLC or a small business. So real estate investors really, really get treated well with tax incentives. And so by becoming a real estate investor, you can get benefits that are based around mortgage interest, depreciation, don't paying tax on interest. So you borrow the money and you don't pay tax on the interest that you pay. You can depreciate it, so you can make some money and then depreciate the asset, and you don't have to pay tax on the income that you get. You can do a type of investing that the government is in favor of, and they will give you tax incentives directly for it. So we're here in Puerto Rico, and they incentivize us to invest in hospitality. So they basically say, hey, real estate investor, come and create hotels. And if you do, we'll give you some tax benefits. So these tax benefits are real for real estate investors, and it's a big reason why you want to become a real estate investor. Number 5, control or security. It means that when you go to bed at night owning a piece of real estate, in all likelihood, you're going to wake up in the morning and your piece of real estate is still going to exist and be there, and it's going to be worth what you put into it when you bought it yesterday. You go to sleep that night, you wake up in the morning, it's still there, it still exists, it still has the same value. You have control over that asset, you own it, you get to use it, and you have the security of knowing that you get to touch it and feel it and see it, and you can buy it, you can sell it, you can rent it, you can do so many things because of the control. It gives you great security by owning this real estate. So control/security. I'll give you one other. For instance, if you're an investor in the stock market, you have no control and you don't have as much security. You're investing in somebody else's business and you don't know for sure if they're going to be making a profit. Or in my scenario, you could go to sleep at night with Intel being worth $50 a share, and something happens with the chip supply, and overnight the Intel stock drops to $25 a share, and you had no control over it and you have no say in it. So the control that you get through owning real estate is a real thing. It's a great thing. And that's one of the reasons why you want to be a real estate investor. Number 6, and this is a big one, guys, leverage. When you buy real estate, you truly can use other people's money to invest in the real estate. And you can use banks' money, you can use my money as other real estate investor, you can borrow money from a hard money lender, you can partner with other real estate investors. There are so many ways that you can leverage the asset so that you don't have to come up with all of the money. This is probably my favorite reason why you should become a real estate investor, is because you can use leverage. Anybody can become a real estate investor. Anyone can become a real estate investor. You don't need to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Going back to the stock analogy, if you want to invest in Intel, you need to have the $50 to buy the $50 shares in Intel. If you want to buy a piece of real estate, you don't really need to have any money. You just find a great deal, and you can either borrow the money or you can partner with people who have the money. But the fact that you can leverage real estate so easily makes it an unbelievable investment, and that's one of the big reasons why you want to be a real estate investor. Number 7, real estate is a tremendous hedge against inflation. And anybody who's listening to me knows this, right? You know that if you own your real estate right now, in the last few years, as we've gone through this massive inflationary time, and you've seen the cost of everything go up, gas has been more expensive, food is way more expensive, everything is just more expensive. Real estate has gone up at least to pace or outpace probably the recent inflation. So a hedge against inflation, real estate is historically a great hedge against inflation, because real estate prices will go up. As everything gets expensive or more expensive through inflation, so does real estate. And rents go up, and so on and so forth. Real estate is a great hedge against inflation. Number 8, satisfaction of ownership. When you own a piece of real estate, you can take pride in what you've got. You can build on it. You can live off of it. You can farm it. It becomes part of who you are. You're a real estate investor. You're a landowner. You're an owner of a house, but you get satisfaction in owning that real estate, and you get to take pride in it. You get to have a source of joy and a source of contentment. Owning real estate gives you something that you can't get if you don't own the real estate. Part of this satisfaction and ownership is that you can take pride in what you build on the land that you own. You can take pride in what you do improving a house. You can take pride in providing housing for someone else. So this satisfaction and ownership is real. This is one of the main reasons that people want to own real estate. That's why part of the American dream is to buy a house and own a house where you can live in it and raise your family, and you have a place that's yours. That satisfaction that you get is something that's an amazing part of becoming a real estate investor and an owner of real estate. Number 9, the income potential. I can't believe I left this till number 9. Again, these aren't in any particular order. All of these things are important For us, the income is super important, whether that's through being a flip or being a rental, it doesn't matter. The income that you can generate from owning real estate helps to get you security, helps to get you out of the rat race, out of the matrix. So becoming a real estate investor, for many of you, this is something that's going to replace your 9 to 5. This is something that you can do, that you can take pride in, that you can own. And you see how these start to stack up. You will be able to quit that job that you don't like because you can get the income from being a real estate investor. Again, whether that's to buy it, fix it, and sell it and become a flipper, to become a wholesaler, or to do what we do and be value add real estate investors for the long term for cash flow. Income through real estate is real. It helps get you out of the rat race. It's an amazing part of being a real estate investor, and it's one of the top 10 reasons that you want to become a real estate investor. And number 10 stacks on it this elusive thing called passive income. So why do I separate them? Income from real estate could come from being a wholesaler or being a flipper, like I said, or being a landlord. It could also come from doing things that are more passive, like investing in REITs or becoming a hard money lender. Or if you're a landlord and you own property for a long enough period of time, you can attain passive income. So passive income is this thing that we all strive for. And it's taken me many, many years to ever think that I even came close to getting something that was passive. We got lots and lots of income from the real estate that we had, but for many years, we were just buy it, fix it, sell it, buy it, fix it, sell it. And unless we did the next deal, the income would have stopped. Then 10 or 15 years ago, we started buying things to hold for a long time, and we got that rental income. And even that wasn't passive income to start. And what happens is, as you stack up that income over a long enough period of time, your time that you have to spend to get the income becomes less and less. And it's super, super key to being a real estate investor. I want to quote Warren Buffett here, and Warren says something like this, I'll paraphrase: if you can't figure out how to make money while you sleep, you will work for money for the rest of your life. So that's why we're always striving for passive income. That's why eventually, as a real estate investor, we finally started to hold on to real estate. I wish that I had done this earlier on. We were buying and selling so often and making a lot of money, and it sounded good, but we had created ourselves a job. Once we started holding real estate, life got really good, and we started to create something that came close to passive income. So that's the 10th reason, maybe the best reason that you want to become a real estate investor, is that you can get something close to passive income, and you can actually get away from going to work for money and having money work for you through owning real estate and through doing the value add real estate investing and then renting it out and hanging on to the property over a long period of time. I want to give you a bonus tip. So I'm a value add real estate investor, and early on I just bought and sold like I've said several times throughout this video. If I could leave you with something that I would do differently if I was starting over, or telling my younger self, so telling you as you're just starting out, keep more real estate. When you buy some real estate and you think that it's the deal of a lifetime, fight like hell to keep something. Get into the game of buy and hold as quickly as you possibly can. So if you go into becoming a buy, fix, and sell guy and you buy 3 properties, maybe you sell the first 2, but the third one, you've got to fight like hell to keep it. Get it out there, get it rented. Eventually it'll become passive income. Again, these things stack on each other, but keep more real estate. That's my bonus tip for you guys. Keep more real estate. Do it early, do it often. You'll thank me for it. And if you haven't already joined us over on School, come and join us. We're building a community on School. It's a great place to network. It's a great place to learn, and eventually we'll do deals over there. We're building this community of like-minded real estate investors and entrepreneurs, and we want to see you over there. So click the link. It's in the description, and we'll see you over there. God bless.